right, Shalom. First and foremost, I would like to give all praise and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shah, Bahashim, Kabadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of GMS who rule well, teach well, being great example to his younger brothers. And peace and blessing, salutation to the hopeful that got there pushing his word in truth and in sincerity across the four winds in the name of Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shah, pushing to get up out of here. Shalom to the hopeful that the believers, the listeners, whom have came back to the obedience of the scriptures through faith in Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. What I want to get into this morning is dealing with how, we can always get better. We always can get better within this ministry. The worst thing to be, and that's with anything, is to be content, and stagnant and idle. We should always be adding unto ourselves, all right, first and foremost in the spirit, as we constantly increase, all right, in the ministry. Okay. So when we read the book of Luke, chapter 18, and when Yahushua goes into different parables and similitudes, okay, different accounts, what is he pushing? He's pushing a mindset. We always want to talk about mindset because that's a major factor in what we're becoming. That's a major factor in how we move. That's a major factor if we're getting better, okay, we're being idle, or we're going backwards, man. Okay? So when you read the book of Luke chapter 18 and 9, it says, and he spake this parable unto certain which trusted in themselves that they were righteous and despised others. Two men went up into the temple to pray, the one a Pharisee, the other a publican. The Pharisee stood and prayed thus with himself, okay, God, I thank thee that I'm not as other men are, extortioners, unjust, adulterers, and even as the publican. I fast twice in a week. I give tithes of all that I possess, and the publican, standing afar off, will not lift up so much as his eyes unto heaven, but smote upon his breast, saying, the Most High be merciful to me, a sinner. I tell you, this man went down to his house justified rather than the other. For everyone that exalted himself shall be abased, and he that humbled himself shall be exalted. All right? And you had two different mindsets. You had a Pharisee, okay, which, was of the law, all right, that understood, the traditions of our forefathers, and was, walking, within the law, all right. And what was he doing? He was pretty much boasting on his accolades, his accomplishments in the law, okay. So he's pretty much in the mind frame of he doesn't need to make any adjustments. He doesn't need to do anything to get better. He's good. He just got to maintain his same routine and he's going to be good. Okay? And then you have a publican, someone that wasn't learned, okay? Someone that was, more, worldly, within the Roman Empire. And, he had the spirit to understand that he needed mercy. He understood that, hey, I need mercy, So he's open up. A mind like that is open up to make adjustments to get better. Someone with that type of mindset can be guided and coached up in righteousness, man. Okay? But the publican, but the Pharisees, there's nothing you can tell him. You think he got it. And the scriptures speak about, thinking like that when you go to, let's get the book of Philippians. Well, let's get Proverbs. Okay? Then Yahushua gonna expound on in that same parable. But you get Proverbs, okay, 26. All right, this is the book of Proverbs 26 and 12. It says, seest thou a man wise in his own conceit? There is more hope of a fool than of him, And someone that's wise in their own consent pretty much have the mindset that, they the only one that can tell you, all right, what to do. They the only ones that can put you on something. Cause they got it all figured out. Okay? And that's a mindset that creates idleness, okay? Because one thing about it, this ministry is ever evolving. This truth is ever evolving, and we got to evolve with it. We got to level up with it, you know? But someone who in their mind thinks that they got it, you know, they're going to remain stagnant while everyone else is evolving, and they're going to get passed up and left behind, man. Okay, so we always have to have a mindset, all right, to get better. And another thing is, we in this ministry, we can't compare ourselves to people of the world. You know, of course, we're gonna look great. You know, we compare ourselves. You know, we here it is. We've been in the truth and toiling in His word for years, and then we comparing ourselves to a nigga. Of course, we're gonna look great. We're gonna look magnificent. Okay, well, a woman, you know, that's in the faith, and she's comparing herself to a, you know, just a thought, just a nigga woman in the world. Of course, you're gonna look great. Okay, it's gonna, you know, you're gonna look amazing if you compare the two. No, we gotta constantly compare ourselves with these scriptures. This is the measuring stick. Is the scriptures. Okay, you look at our righteous forefathers, and you look at our foremothers and how they was moving. We measure ourselves off that as men and women of the faith. Okay, we measure ourselves off the precepts. You see, this is the rod, this is the staff of correction in the scriptures, man. Okay, people in the world getting worse. Only way to get better is to keep measuring ourselves by this book, which this book is perfection, man. It produces perfection. All right, so you keep going in that same chapter of Luke. Okay, this is Luke 18 and 15. So right after, you know, he compares the two, the publican, all right, the humble publican and the proud Pharisee. Okay, he jumps to verse 15. Let's jump to verse 15. Luke 8 and 15 says, and they brought unto him also infants, that he would touch them. But when his disciples saw it, they rebuked them. But Yahushua called them unto him and said, suffer little children to come unto me, and forbid them not. For of such is the kingdom of the Most High. Verily I say unto you, whosoever shall not receive, all right, the kingdom, all right, so like it said, verily I say unto you, whosoever shall not receive the kingdom of the Most High as a little child shall in no wise enter therein. Okay? So what is it saying? Because you go into a child is very impressionable. Okay? A child is very curious minded. A child will be loyal. Okay? A child will be faithful. You see? A child is more prone to follow instruction. Okay? Like I say, more curious minded. That's how we have to be in righteousness, man. Being curious minded in righteousness, and then applying it and being loyal to the way that we've been taught. About scripture say, train up a child in the way that he would go, and they should go, and when he is older, he shall not depart. Because we all have to become little children in our mindset. We can't have the mindset like we got it. No matter, it doesn't matter about, you know, our world, our accolades in the world, okay, and what level we thought we was on in the world. None of that matters anymore. We have to humble all the way down and become as little children, man. Okay? Well, a child is very moldable. So we don't, if when we, you know, come into this ministry, we have to go through that phase, okay, of being like a child, man. You know, a child sit there and listen to someone conversation and won't say a word. Like you can feel like when a child is listening, you know, they really in tune. You know, like a child sit there and just listen. Like when a child is watching, you know, a show, okay, on cartoon, the child be locked in, okay, or they'll sit, you know, they'll listen to a conversation. A child will be locked in, okay, and that's how we have to be within this ministry, and we constantly getting better, man. Really listening to what's being said, really applying what's being said. And one thing a child believes, you know, that's why a child, you know, they like in this society, they manipulate the minds of children with all these, you know, holidays with Santa Claus the Easter Bunny, like a child, children for a time period really believe in those things, man. Okay, they believe what they've been told. Tooth fairy, okay? We're supposed to be like that in righteousness, man, and really believing wholehearted what we told within the ministry, man. Okay, so let's go from there. Let's get this in Philippians 3:13. It says, "Brethren, I count not myself to have apprehended, but there's one thing I do, forgetting those things, all right, which are behind, and reaching forth unto those things which are before." So if you're reaching forth into something, that means you're scribing. And then the Apostle Paul said he count himself not to have apprehended. Okay, no matter the works that he did, no matter the revelations that the Apostle Paul had, okay, he didn't count himself to have apprehended, which is to pretty much possess salvation. He was still striving for it, man. Okay? And when you're striving for something, you're constantly trying to figure out a way to give yourself an edge to get better, man. Okay? It said in verse 14, "I press toward the mark of the prize of the high calling of the Most High in Yahweh Shai. Let us therefore, as many as be perfect, all right, or mature, okay, be thus minded, and if anything ye be otherwise minded, the Most High shall reveal, okay, even this unto you." Okay? So what mindset did the Apostle Paul have? He's like, look, I haven't apprehended nothing yet. My salvation is not secure. So I gotta keep pressing towards the mark. I gotta keep reaching forth and not looking behind. Okay? He have the mindset, that he can rest in the things that he's done and he's gonna be good. He's gonna cruise control it out. Nah, he's like, look, I gotta keep fighting. I gotta keep making adjustments. I gotta keep getting better. I gotta keep learning. Things are constantly being revealed to us more and more. Okay? And one thing about it is we, apply this wisdom within our walk that creates experiences, man, because the Most High is constantly putting us through experiences, man, all right, to mature us in His Word, man. And it's all about, being built up to the point to endure Jacob's trouble, because the scriptures say they that endure to the end shall be saved. And the truth is not going to stay the same. The truth is always changing, man. Okay? And we got to continue to level up as the truth levels up, man. Okay? Can't be stuck in a certain era when it comes to the ministry. Like, nah, we gotta keep moving with it. This is living waters, man. Okay? Things are changing, all right, as we get closer and closer, because we're coming back into who we are. So things are gonna constantly change and evolve, So let's get that in Sirach. Mindset, goes a long way. All right, when you get Sirach 43:30 says, "When you glorify the Most High, exalt Him as much as you can, for even yet will He far exceed. And when you exalt Him, put forth all your strength, and be not weary, for you can never go far enough." Okay? And we can never go far enough. There's always something that we can do to get better, man. Even if it's, and the thing is, when getting better is not about big leaps, all the time. Those things happen, okay? But getting better is about the consistent, adjustments, consistent, changes for the better. It could be something small, but as long as it's consistent, okay? The consistency is the difference maker, man. When we can be consistently getting better, man, even if it's in very small increments, but it's improvement, okay? And that's what we want to keep doing, man, all the way into the chariots, Lord willing, okay? And having that mind frame that, ain't no quota with the Most High, man. It's all about constantly getting better, man, in every way. And then on camera, off camera, it's always about getting better, man. So Lord will, you brothers, all right, and you few sisters edified. Till the next time I say Shalom, Kwon Yashala, Bible, Ball, DTA soon, Shalom.